Hi there, I'm Allison Van Schie from Alongside Caregiver Consulting. I hope you enjoyed listening to The Musician's Daughter, the second episode of the second season of the Island Treasures podcast, where Betsy Haddad offered many insights through her caregiving story. Didn't you just love her explanation of the significance of her song choice for the outgo of the episode, Life is a Cabaret? Music certainly carries so much meaning and connection in the lives of those with dementia and Alzheimer's, and also provides a soothing or motivating outlet for their caregivers. In Betsy and her dad's caregiving relationship, it emphasizes their father-daughter bond. As an adult child caregiver, Betsy sees herself in a supporting role to her mother, who is Edward's primary caregiver. Up until the COVID-19 restrictions took effect, Edward participated in meaningful programs, as there are many resources for folks with Alzheimer's and dementia in Central Florida where they live. This provided Betsy's mom with some respite periods. As Island Treasures originates in Canada, what struck me was that even though the programs and availability of programs may differ, what doesn't differ is the existence and prevalence of Alzheimer's and dementia. But as we learn about other creative and beneficial programs from across the world, through technology we can all adapt similar programs, like the ones Betsy mentioned, such as Art's the Spark from the Orlando Museum of Art, or the Brain Flex Wellness Program. She also mentioned square dancing, and that could be available in many communities as well. Programs that can continue amid COVID restrictions include paid companions. And remember, Betsy teased us that Edward's paid companion is sometimes referred to as his partner in crime. Paying attention to COVID protocols, outings can continue. Edward and Betsy were able to go on outings together. And then they also enjoyed many concerts in the home, with Edward playing the piano and Betsy singing. So we need to be creative during the restrictions of COVID. Betsy spoke about her wishes that we all would prepare for our futures, saying we should think ahead to the future before it's here. I'd like to expand a bit here on the importance of advanced care planning for all of us, because our future will be here whether we plan for it or not. What is advanced care planning? It can seem like a daunting topic. So simply start by doing some personal reflection on what you value and what your beliefs are. And what would you like your life to look like if you were to receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's or dementia or some other chronic or debilitating illness in the future? Then from these reflections, start talking about your wishes with those who are your people, your support team, your family members, friends, folks you trust. Write your wishes down. Decide who could best convey your wishes and be your voice to medical professionals if you yourself could no longer speak. Have a conversation with that person about the possibility of them becoming a substitute decision maker for you. Have their contact information available and have it kept current. Draw up a power of attorney and a will. In British Columbia, where I live, there are also representation agreements. There are lots of starts here. Start by thinking. Start talking. Start choosing. Start writing things down. And remember, it's not too early to start. It was very important for Betsy that the message to the listeners to get their advanced care planning in order was heard. So much so that she committed to moving forward in her advanced care planning. If you haven't thought about it for yourself, start taking the steps and having the conversations now. What's next? Do some research to see what resources are available in your area. The Alzheimer's Society is a great resource and a great place to start. Also check out the new dementia villages or campuses of care. What are your options for affordable home care, for home living, and aging in place? Perhaps you need to become an advocate for improvements in the options available and increasing the options available. Do this research while you have time to consider your options, not when there's a pressure on you to make a quick decision. So it's best to be prepared and to have your family and friends know what matters most to you. And this could also have a spin-off effect and motivate others to be proactive. And you may be asked to be someone else's substitute decision maker. Now, other advice from Betsy relates to her suggestions to enhance the caregiving relationship you may be in right now. She reminds us to find the joy, go to that dance, take that trip, make opportunities, take opportunities, be a companion, spend time with your loved one. Try to be patient. Operative word is try. Don't have a schedule when you're with your loved one. That's another tough one. And Betsy spoke about how she would go to the thrift stores with Edward and he would linger over items that were his treasures. If Betsy had been watching the time or looking at her watch all the time, that may have caused her frustration and Edward frustration and may have spoiled their time together. Don't forget to laugh. Get out, go to the party, sing the song, listen to the music, and don't let go of what motivates you. And finally, the life philosophy shared by Betsy in the song, Life is a Cabaret. How important it was to her because it does reflect Edward's philosophy on life. Remember, it's never too soon to start advanced care planning. I hope you enjoyed this recap of some of the takeaways from The Musician's Daughter. If you have any comments or questions, don't hesitate to use the comment box on the website. Thank you for watching. Take care.